Okay, so I'm not really sure where I'm going to put this video, but I thought it would be interesting to put this out there. Okay, so I'm taking some classes and I'm working on a second degree in computer networking and security. And so one of the courses that I'm taking now, the assignment basically for the semester is to write a how to build a PC manual. And so I thought, I find it interesting, and because I do create some content, I thought, okay, well, maybe it'd be cool to build my own PC, just go through the process while I'm in this class, so I can understand the components and things of that nature. Okay, so here's this is what this video is about. So I purchased all of the components, which I will go over later, and I'm running into some issues. I feel like I've connected everything, but things are not working properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my build and go over some of the components that I purchased for my build. And of course, I'll list everything in the description. And hopefully people can give me some constructive feedback. Please don't post some craziness and just to be posted something. I really want to figure this out. So I'm going to stop this here and I'm going to go over to the build and kind of go over my installation. So be right back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go over some of the components. So I have the ASRock B450M Pro 4. Now I am not a gamer, but I just thought that this would be I just thought the specs were interesting. And again, this is all new to me, so some people might be like, why did you get that instead of this, and the third? I just want to point out, obviously, if you didn't get it from the intro, I am all new to this. I just find it interesting, and I do want to become proficient at this and learn this. So please be constructive. Okay. So that's the motherboard that I purchased, and of course I said I would list everything in the description box, but here, just so you can see some of the specs, just ADM, AM4 sockets, it has 4 slots, SATA, the whole thing. So, okay, so there's that. And my power supply, got the Corsair CX650M watt is bronze power supply, which is semi-modular. So it has the power, the 24 pin and the CPU power connected for people who, so I'm pretty sure some people who are not familiar with this is going to come across this video. So that means that semi-modular means that some of the cables are already attached and you can't detach them, and the others you can kind of switch out as you need them. So that is basically this power supply that I have. Okay, and of course it comes with fan and the whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna put that to the side. So my processor, I went with the Ryzen 5, and of course this came with the stock cooler, so I didn't have to, and that's one of the reasons why I purchased it, because I didn't want to have to buy a processor and a cooler, so I just went with this. This is 6 cores, 12 threads. I think that's what this is. But again, like I said, I'll list everything in the comment section. And the one thing that I don't have installed yet, which is the graphics card. That's because like I said, I'm having some issues. But I have the Radeon RX 570 graphics card. Okay, so now I'm going to get into my installation. Okay, as you can see, you see the motherboard is installed. I got the CPU, processor and CPU installed. We have, I don't know, let me see if I can adjust this light. See if you can. Okay, so we have the CPU power. We have the fan, power to the fan here, cable here. We have my Corsair. These are 2 8GB cards, 24 pin. We have the 3.0 because this case, the case is the thermal intake. I don't have the, I'm thinking it's the thermal intake H22. And so it has a 2.0, a 3.0, and audio output on the front of the case. And so this is the 3.0 cable here. Of course, these are the annoying cables at the bottom here, which is the power, the reset, that kind of stuff, all those little things there. This is the 2.0 for the header, the 2.0 that's on the front of the case here. And of course the HD audio. Okay, and of course you see I have the power down here. So, and I have the cables going to, I tried to clean it up as much as I can because I didn't want the cables all over the place. So these are the 24 pin and the CPU, the 24 pin and the CPU I have going in the back there. And I have two 240 SSD cards, and I have actually have two 1 terabyte mechanical drives, but I only have one installed here. And the reason I don't have the cables for the SSD is because one of the SATA cables that came with the power supply, the pin snapped, it broke. And so I actually ordered some more, so they should be here tomorrow. So that's why this is the only one that's connected right now. So like I just have the other ones just sitting in the tray. Of course, I don't, like I said, I don't have the graphics card installed, but if I did, it would go here. This case came with a fan, which is also installed here. So what happens when I start this, when I started, so from all intents and purposes, when you look at it, I feel like I have everything installed, everything is in its right place, but I'm not exactly sure why it won't boot properly. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is on and boot this so that you guys can see what I mean. So you can see the fans are going, both the fans are going. But what I found is after letting it run, as you can see, it stops and then reboots again. So I'm not exactly sure. I actually took everything out, unplugged everything, and then reinstalled everything, and it's still doing the same thing. So I don't know if it's the bad power supply. I don't know if it's the cards. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is, or if I just missed installing something. I don't believe I have, but again, I am not the professional here, which is why I'm asking for your input. So yeah, I'm going to, and it's doing it again. So, yeah, I'm going to end this here. And like I said, I'm really interested in see what everyone has to say on how I could potentially repair this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to replace something. I just don't know where to begin. And because I'm a novice at this, it's not like I have like extra parts just lying around that I can just grab and switch out. So yeah. Just leave your comments in the comments section, and I look forward to reading them. So I'm going to end this here, and I will talk to you guys later.